Hey everyone, this is going to be a quick video of me changing the forend on my Mossberg 500 Persuader. Before I do anything, I'm going to put the safety on, check the tube magazine, nothing in there, check the chamber, nothing there, do this just to double check everything, and it's clear, there's nothing in it. So, right now it has the Magpul forend, and there's nothing really wrong with it, I just want something different. And the forend I'm going to put on it is the Surefire lighted forend. Now I didn't think I was going to get this because of the price, but I managed to get this one online for a really good deal. This is the 200 lumen model, and this one has the gray on the bottom instead of being all black, which I really like. Now the one thing that I had to wait for is there's an adapter that I needed because this one here is meant for a small forend tube. So, and this one has the longer forend tube. So it wasn't a big deal. I just contacted Surefire and they sent me this adapter. So we're going to change that right now. So now for this install, what you have to do is put your forend in the half pump position, so right about there, and then of course unscrew the end of the magazine tube. Of course I already danger checked this. There, barrel is off. Now to remove the old forend. Now with the Surefire lighted forend, to remove the old one, you have to, if you didn't have this particular tool, which came with the Magpul forend, you have to use, it is this metal piece. You have to disassemble it, and what you do is this piece goes on there, I guess, and you twist it. I don't like this because then you have to disassemble the entire thing. I like this, and this would be a nice addition for Surefire to throw in. And this here, simply, instead of having to disassemble the whole thing, you just put the thing right over. These little notches right here go right into the little notches of the nut, and then you just start twisting this off. So now I have this piece off. Okay, now for this you're still going to need these two pieces are to the Magpul here. Okay, so that you can put aside now. You're still going to need this metal piece right here. This is your the nut that holds right there. Now, to put on the lighted forend, of course, you're going to have to put the batteries in, which isn't a big deal. But if you're going to use this tool, even the other tool, you have to remove the flashlight. So, now we're going to install the Surefire lighted forend. So what I find that makes this pretty easy is take and release your action, push this part downward, and now you take your lighted forend, it's going to go right over, and now here push, make sure it's all lined up right there. There we go. Now, next you take this little adapter. If you bought like this one here, as I said, this one here is actually meant for the short forend tube. So if I put just the nut on there, this part is going to move. So this little adapter, okay, takes up the space in there. So now if you have to do this part, you take this, put it right on down, just like that. Push it down as far as you can, and you want the threads to be exposed a little bit right there. So now you take your nut, and then go right over, and now what I like to do is start this part by hand, so that you don't cross-thread it. And another thing you can do is to make this easier, just go as far as you can by doing this part by hand, and then you can use that little tool at the end. I find this to just be quicker and easier. So now we're pretty much there. Now we take our little tool, put it over the magazine tube, and we're going to tighten it, not too tight. Of course, what I'm just doing is index finger and thumb, just like that. When you feel it's starting to get snug, I just go a tad bit more, and that's it right there. When you feel it stop, do not go any further. There is no need to. It does not need to be that tight. Now we take our flashlight, and it's very simple. The positive side goes facing towards the light bulb. Same with this one. And now we put our flashlight on. This is even easier with two hands. There we go. Get started. And there we go. Now, once again, doesn't need to be too tight. Just get to where it stops and maybe give it just a slight bit more turn. Now that's not going to come off. Now, if you want to, there's also this piece that you can use that blocks off part of the switch. I don't want that though, but you can use it. It's right here. It comes with alcohol swabs, and what you do is just put it on there however you want, wherever you want, and this blocks the actuation. So when the light's on, as you can see, if you press there, it's not going to turn on, but when you press here, it is. I don't need this, so I'm not going to use it, and I like my light to be easy to use, so it's that simple. Now from here, of course, now you can, if you want for the installation, turn it off, put this back in the middle position, take your barrel and put it back on now. Make sure everything's lining up proper. Okay, don't force anything, you don't need to. This part here just twists back on. And once again, finger tightness does not need to be wrenched down. There we go. And that's pretty much it. Now, of course, you want to check if it's working. Okay, as you can see, the light's working. This side is the constant on, and you should be checking if this works before you put it on anyways. Check if the action is working. And it is working. So, that's pretty much it now. So, that's pretty much it, and I think it looks awesome. Of course, it functions awesome. Okay, really easy to use. Constant on is really easy to use. The pressure switch is really easy. And I love it. It looks awesome. I didn't mention this before, I don't think. The adapter is made of aluminum, I believe. It's metallic, but it's non-magnetic, so it's probably aluminum. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to get this forend for a long time because these are typically very expensive, but Midway USA had this for a very reasonable price. They had it for under $200, so I couldn't pass up that deal. So, I hope this was entertaining for you guys to watch. I really enjoyed doing this for you guys. I mean, this was, and for myself, obviously. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!